Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Tait Talks podcast. Episode number, who knows?
295, I assume. If you
293.
just space it out so it works.
I'll just cut it down into 2-minute clips.
Yeah, that'd be good.
And that's the episodes.
That'd be good.
We have returning guest, Evan Willey.
Hey, it's me, Evan Willey from before. I'm returning.
He is. He's back. He's on the pod. Last time I chatted to you was probably about, I'm going to say 7-ish weeks ago.
Yeah.
That's what we're making up anyway.
We talked about the teaching. I talked a lot. I talked a lot about how passionate I am and all those
About
sort
children.
of things. Probably got carried away, but hey, we're back now. You had me back, which I appreciate. Thanks for having me back, man.
That's all good,
You didn't have to do that.
No, it was super fun the last episode. So we didn't touch on a couple of things that you do outside of obviously teaching. And that being, well, obviously you do comedy. We chatted about that a tiny bit.
Do comedy.
The one that interested me is actually because you're a marriage celebrant.
I am.
Yeah.
I am.
How long in the game have you been?
Not long, less than a year. Yep. But it was actually, funnily enough, it does tie in with the teaching because it was a move I made while I was in my deputy principal role. Because I was really unhappy in that role, and I thought I've got to do something because I don't know, full-time job-wise, I don't know what I'd do if I wasn't in education. But I thought like marriage celebrancy is something that I'd do, that I could do if this all falls apart. And it was, a bit of a long story, but obviously, when do comedy, I know I can stand and talk in front of people. I know I can be entertaining enough.
Yeah.
But people had mentioned it years and years and years ago. So people we knew were getting married, and they said, "Oh, have you ever thought about being a marriage celebrant?" And I didn't even know what that was at the time. I'd never been to a wedding, so I didn't know.
You're like, I like sex too much.
Yeah, exactly. I put it to one side. I was like, oh, whatever. And then MC'd a few weddings. I think I've MC'd 5-6 weddings, just for friends and all that sort of stuff. And then I was in this situation at work where I was like, I don't know what I want to do. And I'd thought a little bit about marriage celebrancy. And then my wife and I got married, and our celebrant was like unreal. Like,
really?
Oh my God, she was phenomenal. Dilhari, Kiss Me You Fool. That's not me talking to Dilhari. That's her website and her like celebrant name, which she goes under, kissmeyoufool.com.au. If you need a marriage celebrant, go for her. Don't go for me. She's way better. She was exceptional, like phenomenal, this girl. And the way that she handled everything and the whole lead up and then on the day, I know what she did for us. And I was like, that's so cool that she could do that for us. Like, I'll remember forever how good she was at our ceremony.
What made her so good?
The way we gave her the information about our relationship, and she just turned it into a highly entertaining story. Not even jokes, not like doing bits, but like just telling the story in a really nice way, combining it. Like, I'm a very, very emotional person, and so is Ruth, and so is our families, and making it, all about like, I love, like I love it. I think it's so cool. I love the idea of marriage. I love finding the person that you love and all that. I love all that. And so she tied all the beauty of that into it, which I was just amazing. It was so special, but it was also funny and light and entertaining. And all of our guests absolutely loved listening to her and like hearing our story and everything. And then after that, she followed up with a couple of other things about like just getting the marriage certificate and all that. And I thought like, hey, I may as well ask, like, do you know anybody that can run a course?
Yeah.
And she put me onto her friend, which is the one I did, which is the Celebrant Institute. They run out of Melbourne. And
online?
Online. So contrary to popular belief, I did it sort of knowing it wasn't just like a 2-week online, couple of quizzes and you're done.
Yeah.
I knew it wasn't that, but I also thought like, it'll be pretty cruisy.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work. And the start, and they have like a pre-interview. And Sarah, the lady who runs the course, was like, you need to have like 20 hours a week to be able to do this. And I was like, I don't think I do. Like, I think I'm going to be fine.
Oh, as in
don't
to
worry
do the
about
course?
me. As in, like, you need a spare 20 hours a week to be able to keep up with everything that needs done. You've got a year to do it.
Yep.
20 hours a week for a year is, I don't know, 1,000 hours or something. And I was like, I think I'll be fine. And I started. And to be fair, I was fine. Like, I was getting through it. It was all right. And you're learning content, and then you answer like an online quiz. Learn the next content for the next thing, answer an online quiz. And it was a lot. There was a lot there, but I was like, I'm keeping up all right.
Mm-hmm.
And then I wasn't keeping up all right. And then you have to do, or in mine certainly, I had to do 12 practical interview things where you interview people, and then most of them you do the ceremony as well. There was some that were like, I forget how many weddings, 5 weddings, 6 weddings.
Yeah.
But then there was funerals. Fake funerals. Yeah. And you had to do naming ceremonies, baby naming ceremonies. I don't know, like a non-religious baptism.
Oh.
I never want to do one for money. I have no interest in that. 80th birthdays. It was weird. The things you had to do in these ones, and things that people would probably genuinely book you for.
Yeah.
But are things that, like, imagine being hired to basically be a celebrant for someone's 80th birthday. People do that.
Well, I don't. What are you doing though?
Right, exactly. Telling the story, sort of like telling this guy's story. But a family member?
He was 79 last year, and now he's 80.
His name's Greg. I think he's. Oh shit! It's John.
Yeah. So is it sort of like This Is Your Life? Remember that old school TV show?
Yeah.
So you do something like that.
Yeah, I guess so.
So it's like a celebration of life.
A celebration of life, and then like there's always had to be rituals in the practice ones.
Oh, like kill a goat and stuff.
Yeah. And kill a goat, dance around the fire. They're the big ones. Kill a baby. You have to kill a baby in the last one.
Like a human one or pick of
anything. Anything. I went for jellyfish. I feel like that would upset the least amount of people, but the jellyfish's family was fucking furious.
I don't want to tell you that we have a large jellyfish community.
Oh no, you're
They're
kidding
like,
me.
Furries. You know how people.
Yes.
Yeah. We have a lot of people who fuck jellyfish.
Yeah, well that makes sense. Yeah,
They're called the jelly masters.
Something about the tentacles. Man, just gives you that real burning sensation without the STI. You know. Yeah.
Do I have chlamydia again? Like, no. A blue bottle stung you right in the urethra.
Yeah. I watched it because I'm a furry adjacent, or a jelly man adjacent.
I know the clip that's coming out now.
And then I got it all done, and it was a lot of work because those ones have a lot of work behind them, all the practical ones. And you get that done, and then you're just a celebrant. Actually takes 3 months to register after that as well. You put all your stuff in, and then.
How strict are they with you putting in your sort of, do you have to do security checks and stuff like that to be a marriage celebrant?
They are so much more strict with every aspect of it than you would believe. So security checks, like police checks, like everything, all that's done through the course and everything as well. But then.
Because it is a legal binding document. And it's genuinely like, it's the difference between, let's say you marry me and someone else and it's done wrong.
Congratulations.
And I die and then that person goes, I'm married to Tait.
Yeah.
Where's my
stuff?
Well, yeah, I should be. How do I get it all in my name or whatever?
Stuff.
It's like, no, that was done wrong.
Yeah. Also, you have no stuff.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. That's how I got them.
Yeah. Sucker.
Yeah. In this story, I killed myself. So
that's an insurance nightmare.
Or did I?
Ooh, what a mystery! Thursday Murder Club. It is important, but the things they're strict about are, and I guess for that reason, I guess you don't want someone who's pretending to be a celebrant and they're not, and it's not a legally binding thing. But they are so red hot on the fact that you can't advertise as a celebrant until you have the email from the Attorney General's Department saying you are. You can't say, like, I wouldn't be able to, if it was while I was doing the course, I couldn't sit here and say, I'm studying to be a marriage celebrant. I'm going to be this will be my business name. You can't advertise as it at all because I guess they don't want, I guess it would have come from someone being like, I'm a marriage celebrant, and then doing it and it not being a legally binding ceremony and all that sort of stuff. But to the point where I finished the course, put my registration in, and my wife Ruth is a photographer, videographer, website designer, graphic designer, all this stuff. Very talented lady. And she'd made a website for me. And we'd made some changes on the website recently. You can have the website, it just wasn't live. And we'd made the changes on the website and we wanted to check it. We made it live. And the Attorney General's Department came back to me in the 3 months that I was waiting to be registered saying like, hey, we found this website where you're saying you're a marriage celebrant. And I was like, fuck.
Really?
You're not meant to have found that website. That's not meant to be live. It was my fault that it was still live. But they were literally like, you need to. And then it was also like in your application, it says you've emceed weddings before. And it was all about like conflict of interest. Like how will you manage a conflict of interest? And I was like, what conflict of interest? Because they're saying like, it basically means if you come to me, you want to get married.
Yeah.
You say, will you be my celebrant? I would have to say, but the conflict of interest would be me saying I'll be your celebrant, but I have to be your MC as well, which to me isn't a conflict of interest.
Because if you don't want that, service.
Yeah. If you don't want that, you say no. I'll find another celebrant that doesn't need to be my MC. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They are super hot on it. Super hot.
I didn't realize it was big Celebrant. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. BC's out there.
Yeah.
BC's watching. But yeah, short answer. Less than a year. Sorry.
That's more my fault.
Carried away.
But that's, it's very interesting, that world, because we met doing stand-up, which we mentioned in the last podcast.
Yeah.
And it's a different world. You're master of your own domain. You can say whatever you want, which is a detriment to a lot of people.
Oh yeah,
because they say what they want, and it's just well and truly,
and a lot of audience members as well.
Yeah. So when you've got a script or something that you have to like go from, you know, you go, as you said, I can't remember the lady's name. Kiss Me You Fool. That lady, Dilhari. Yep. She got essentially all the information from you guys.
Yep.
And then she had to go back and write up a game plan. It was a set, essentially.
It's a script. Yeah, it's a script.
So how do you go about that have you found inspiration from others? Have you found your own way to do it? How many weddings do you reckon you've actually officiated or whatever?
At the moment, not that many, like half a dozen probably, just like a handful. And like baptism of fire, the first one I did was John Pinder and his wife Sophie. Yeah. And I was so grateful that they asked. Like, it's an amazing, amazing thing to be a part of. But their wedding there was like professional comedians. Yeah. Was like half the guests. Yes. Like Rove was there. And I was like, I really don't want to fuck this up.
In case he needs to get married again.
Yeah. And it was basically like a real hot start, which was awesome opportunity, and they're just lovely people as well. And it was a lovely wedding. It was a beautiful day. And then after that, I've had some sort of a whole range of ones, like just a legal ceremony at someone's house. I've had one at a pub. I've had one.
Say illegal?
Legal.
Okay.
Illegal. Like as in like they just had their vows in a house. Like, because that's all it needs to be. It can literally be two people watching. Sounds like porn so far, doesn't it? But the husband and wife just say their literally legal vows. I say one thing and then we sign some paper. A wedding could be like 2 minutes.
So what is a mock? What is the shortest amount of stuff that you have to say for it to be legal?
I have to say basically 2 or 3 long sentences.
Okay.
Called the monotum. Yep. And then one person has to say their legal vows, which is basically like, I, Evan Willey, take you, Tait, Andrew Middleton, if I remember correctly.
Yes.
To be
good memory.
To be my lawfully wedded husband.
Yes.
And then you say the same back to me.
I, Tait, Andrew Middleton.
You almost fucked up your own name. Take.
Suck your dick.
Yeah. Take your dick.
Yay.
And then we sign some paper and that's it.
Oh, okay. So that's obviously so it goes to be a verbal contract.
Yeah.
And then there has to be the written contract of the whatever. So do you just print that off? Like, do you have to just have like?
Good question.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Killing it. There's a couple of ones that are printed off, and they get sent away to the Bureau of Births, Deaths, and Marriages.
Yep.
BDM. Huge fan. And that's where your like lawful wedded certificate comes from. But you, when you get married, get the fancy certificate, the fancy one on the day. Now it's got a very unsexy name. It's called a Form 15. And it is, you can only get them from one provider in Australia, a place called CanPrint over in Canberra. And they cost, I don't know, like whatever it is, $5 a certificate or something. Say,
oh, really?
And so you order them in like groups of 10. But yeah, you can't print them. You can't get them from anywhere else except this one supplier. Fuck knows what they do if the factory burns down.
Yeah, true.
But yeah, there was another question right at the start there, and I forgot what it was. Oh, how do I get the information? I do the same. I go the same way as Dilhari did because it works so well. I meet people and then I talk to them for a while. I tell them about my process, and then I send them a couple of like basically questionnaires, and they fill it out. And then like a typical wedding, say, has like pretty structured points. Most people want to like exchange rings. Most people want to say their own vows. Yeah, chuck that stuff in there. Put a story, like tell their story. Talk about love for a little while. Bada bim, bada boom.
And then just,
wrap it up.
Have you done any where you've actually MC'd as well? Done the old double?
Yeah, so John and Sophie's, I MC'd there.
Because you do a lot of MCing in comedy.
I do a lot of MCing in comedy. I do more MCing in comedy, significantly more MCing in comedy nowadays than I do as an act. Which is good, and I enjoy doing that.
You get money for that.
Yeah, MCing. Have you MC'd a wedding before?
I've been asked a few times and I went, no, thank you.
Yeah.
And they're like, why? And I'm like, it's my friend's wedding with all my friends there. I want to enjoy myself, have drinks. And like, I don't want to have to be in my own head and be like, oh shit, I need to do X, Y, and Z. And you're going to remember this forever.
Yeah.
Like I want to enjoy if I was doing anything like that, I'd be like, yeah, if you want me to be your MC, like away from me, away from being my friends, I would be like, yeah, give me X amount of dollars. This is inconvenient to me.
Yeah.
This is a job.
No, I know. I enjoy it, and it's the same thing as MCing, like MCing comedy.
You love.
Some people, I do love though. I do. I love and being involved in. Like I found the preparation for all my friends' weddings. I enjoyed that, and I enjoyed putting it together, and I enjoyed performing. Like I like that. And I've got a couple more. I actually said I never really wanted to MC for money. I would only do it for love. But as it stands, turns out that's not really an option.
Love, don't pay my house off.
Yeah, dude. And people sit down and they meet me and they're like, cool, so can you MC the reception as well? And I'll be like, what a weird thing for me to say no to. If they're asking me and they're offering me money to do it, why would I say no? Like I have a particular set of skills, like Liam Neeson.
Yeah. And a big dick. Like Liam
Neeson. And it's Irish as well.
Yeah.
So why would I say no? So we'll see. I might, I've got a couple in the books where I'm going to be the MC as well. And we'll see how that goes because I've probably got another half a dozen for the year to go.
Oh, really?
But all booked in because that's the thing with weddings is they're booked so far in advance.
Mm-hmm.
So I've got a wedding booked for September next year.
Oh, wow.
As well. So I've got one in August, got a couple in October, one in November, a handful start of next year, and then September next year. It's a long way away.
How do you, because obviously I think we've spoken about this before, but there's always the point where it gets to money.
Yeah.
And you go fuck, what am I worth?
Oh my God.
You know what I mean? Like you could ask me for stand-up wise, and these days I'm getting the most paid gigs I've ever got is this year, right?
Yeah.
Substantial. I've made probably, if I make it another $1,000, I've made more money in 6 months, 5 months, whatever this year is than I have in nearly 10 years of doing stand-up.
Yeah.
But I've done as many gigs as in 10 years than I have, which is pretty incredible. Took me, I think, closer to about 10 and a half months to do 100 gigs.
Yeah.
And I looked the other day, in 5 months, we just clicked over, that I've done 85 for.
That's insane.
So it's like, oh yeah, that makes sense. That's why you would make more money. Like
the
more gigs you do, the more money.
Yes.
So how do you work out? Do you go like, all right, this is what Dilhari charged, but she's a seasoned veteran. Do you have some sort of, you go online? I'd be ringing cunts and just being like, hey, think about getting an MC. What do you charge?
Yeah, that's part of it. The MCing is hard. It's hard to put a price on the MCing.
And the other one. Both.
But the Celebrant, basically, I sat down with Dilhari when I was doing my course, and I asked her exactly this. Like, I know what she charged, and she is a seasoned veteran. She's amazing, and she's doing it for years and years. And she was like, you got to know your worth. Like, if people want you, they want you. And she was
Did she touch your hand when you said that?
No.
You gotta know your worth. You gotta know your worth.
She is she does speak from the heart though. So it felt like with her heart she was touching my hand. And she was like, promise me you won't charge less than $1,000. And I was like, okay.
And you kissed her and you were like, I won't, baby.
Beautiful moment. Beautiful moment. So I did, and then it's like, okay, then do I put it at 1,000 on the nose, or do I go up? Like, what is it? And then I think about the amount of time I spend on a wedding, and like it's
how much?
Couple of dozen hours at least.
Yeah.
But that's the legals, that's meeting the people, then getting all the legal side of it done and dusted, getting the emails out to them, scripts, their questionnaires back, writing the script, practicing the script, going to the wedding, performing the wedding. That's at least, I'm going to say 24, 25 hours. So when you put it on an hourly wage, it's actually not that good. But that will get quicker as I do more, I'm sure.
Yeah, I assume you get a bit of a template.
But then I don't like, and that's fine because you can sort of ask people about being a celebrant, but being an MC is a hard one as well because it also massively depends on what people want. Some people want an MC for their wedding to introduce 2 speeches and introduce the first dance and that be it. And some people want them to do everything.
Yeah, true.
And like a lot more than that. There's loads of speeches and there's loads of other things to do, and they want, I don't know, whatever.
So it's just a case by case.
Yeah. Which I'm not very good at yet.
So I think it was 2022, I went to 11 weddings. No, 11, not 11. Sorry, I went to 7.
That's still a lot.
Yeah. And it sucked, to be fair, because they're pricey for even when you go and like give them a gift. And I had one in WA. I was living in Victoria. I had one in Bali.
Yeah, those flights add up, don't they? No, you don't live in Bali?
No.
Where's the tan come from?
I don't know. I jerk off outside a lot. But it was one of those ones where I saw MCs and I was like, I think it was like maybe my first wedding I ever went to, and I genuinely was like, oh, this MC's so good. Yeah. Because he was Celebrant and MC. And the MC had all these fun games. Yeah. Later at night when everyone was drinking and stuff like that, I think it's a pretty similar, would be pretty go-to thing what a lot of MCs would do. But you know the one how they sit back to back, the wife and husband, and they'll be like, take off a shoe, and then they'll literally just be like, who's more bossy? And this one, and then this one will put up their hand. But he had like really good questions. It wasn't just straight, like it was really, really funny. Yeah. And he got he had like little quips.
I love that.
Yeah. And it was just like, fuck,
that's good. And that's the thing. I'm very like, I'll do whatever you want me to do. So if that's what you want, I'll do it. Yeah. But it depends because people have to say like, this is the vibe we're looking for or whatever, you know.
It'd be interesting when you get like, and it will happen when you get actually maybe not. Are you religious?
No.
So you're out, I guess, for certain like very religious ones.
I'd rather not get involved with them. Yeah. I also, I don't know what the rules are. I don't think I can do a wedding in a church. I think I can do a wedding in a church. I can do a wedding anywhere, but you just need permission. And I don't think I'd get permission from the church. Oh, really? Yeah. So like I had people wanting to get married at like Hyde Park in the city. Mm-hmm. And so I contacted the council there and they said it's like $400 to rent this space and you can't do it without the permit. You need a permit the permit lasts for like an hour. So the wedding has to happen in that hour in this part of the park. Yeah. So at a church, I imagine they just say, no, you're not a religious person. So
yeah, they want to keep it all in-house because essentially you're taking work away from their workers.
Away from God himself.
Hey, fucking Peter's got to eat, man.
Peter's got to eat.
Let's stop here. Yeah, so it's very interesting that like that's the side hustle I get at this point. And because it pays, like let's say you're doing that minimum $1,000.
Yeah.
You don't like if you could get a wedding every second week, minimum $1,000 just for the celebrancy side of it, you're making a good amount of coin.
Yeah, man. It'd add up.
And including stand up and your full-time job.
That's the thing. It's like this is like, to me, it's a side hustle. As with comedy, both of them though are things that I enjoy doing. Like if I wasn't doing them, I don't know what I'd be doing. Like volleyball mostly. Yeah. It's not. This is a crazy thing to say, and people always like pull me up on it. But I don't do it for the money, because then people are always like, "Why don't you do it for free?" And it's like, because like I can't justify spending that much time on something that I am doing for free. And also, if you're charging nothing, people will think you're a
shit
psycho. Yeah. So this
guy did some bad shit.
Yeah.
Was this guy John Wick?
Exactly. Oh man, imagine I'd get Keanu Reeves to do my next wedding.
Your next one.
Yeah, I don't know. We're not to know what happens. Maybe John Wick's involved.
Oh.
Yeah. But yeah, it's a very much a side hustle, and it's, you know, it does bring in some coin, but it's just a opportunity to do something I like. Like it's like comedy, dude. I want to do that. I never thought ever when I started comedy again a few years ago when we met, I never thought I would actually earn money from it.
It is strange. Like I worked out, I think we were talking about it the other week at a gig, and I said that I worked out that I'd bought my car this year.
Yeah.
From stand up.
Right.
It's just like thousands of dollars. It's just like, I bought like just from
crazy?
doing this on stage, talking into a microphone.
Literally.
And some people going, and other people going, ugh.
Yeah, not even all the people going, ha 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 ha.
It's pretty rare to get
many
all
of the people not going, ha ha ha.
At least 80%
much of the
going,
time. Yeah.
Why do you do this?
That's it. Like I never expect, and it's not like I'm making a huge amount of money, but it's going up. And it's more consistent. It's like, how the fuck is this happening? How did I get here? This doesn't make any sense.
It is, it's pretty cool to get paid for something you enjoy doing.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
And we're very lucky to be able to do it. And we're very lucky that people give us their money and their time and like actively choose to listen to our stupid fucking jokes.
Yeah.
I think that's incredible. I had a little thing yesterday. I just had a little meltdown about comedy, about everything really. It was just one of those days. It was like a rainy day. I was on the couch and not really getting much done. My wife's away at the moment, so it's just me and the dog. And I sort of just like forget what sort of triggered it in the first place. I was doing new material last night. Mm-hmm. As you know, there was a new gig that opened up, and I was like, oh my god, you know, I've got this new material to do. I was always a bit nervous trying new stuff. And then I thought, oh, maybe I'm going to watch my old set, one of my sets from a few weeks ago, make a clip out of it, put it on Instagram just as something to sort of fill the time again, you know, like why not? And I watched the set, and it's a bit that I've done 100 times, and it always goes really well. But I watched it and I was like, I hate that. I hate you. You suck. You're not good at comedy. What are you doing? And then it spiraled into this like, why would I try new stuff? My old stuff's not even good. Like, who do I think I am? Why would I dare to stand on stage and try and share things with people? And that's where it stops being fun. And that's where
it's very strange.
Thank God I'm getting paid for it. But fortunately, that was just a little meltdown.
You had another funny one that I thought was interesting when we were talking off air about going to the cinema yesterday.
Oh yeah, and it was the same thing. It was the same time having this meltdown, and then I came into Freo because I thought, no, do you know what? I'm going to get out of this. I'm going to get out of this slump. I'm going to do what I want. I'm going to watch the Thunderbolts, new Marvel movie. I'm going to watch it on my own. And I got out and got to the theater, and I was late, and it was raining, and Freo was so busy. I couldn't park anywhere.
They had the Derby on yesterday.
Well,
so there's a Freo Derby, like the
that
footy was
makes
on.
so much sense because it was absolutely bucking down. I couldn't find anywhere to park, and then raced to the cinema and got there like 10 minutes late. And I was like, I'm so sorry. Can I still get into the 1:45 session? And she was like, oh, we cancelled that. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me, dude? what do you mean? What do I need to do? And then I went and bought myself a sandwich and a couple of bottles of wine, not to drink immediately, to save. And then saw there was emails on my phone and there was people who were booking me for gigs and so on. And I was like, oh, maybe everything's okay. Maybe I'm all right.
Yeah. You have those moments. Like I said to you before, I did a heap of gigs last week, and the very last one, you had great gigs last week, and the last one, it went good, but I thought it would have went better, and I was like, fuck this. Fuck comedy, it's shit. I know. It's so weird. Like, you just like, I guess it's why we do stand up, because we're always chasing something.
Oh yeah, God, yeah. It's the high. And then even now you get it's like a drug, because it's like the amazing ones now are amazing, but then the good ones now are the ones that used to be amazing. We used to do good and think like, oh my God, that was the best feeling. And then we did that plenty of times, and then we were chasing something
just a bar
bigger.
Just jumps up.
Yeah.
Interesting about that cinema, not like them cancelling, because I've been in cinemas multiple times where I've been the only one in there, right? And they still haven't cancelled the film. And I remember when I was in London, I was super duper hungover, waiting to like check into a hostel at like 2:30 in the afternoon or whatever it was. So I'm in there with my backpack, and I was so hungover, dying, watching the first Avengers movie. I think it was Age of Ultron or something like that.
Oh yeah, well, I mean, that'd be the second Avengers movie, but hey, that's fine. Yeah.
What's the first? What's the first?
The first one's just the Avengers.
Oh, okay. All right. Second
Assemble?
one.
I don't know.
But I'm sitting down, so hungover, and I'm like, my brain was killing me, and I'm like, fuck me, this movie looks fucking shit. Oh, my brain's spinning. Like, I was genuinely feeling sick, and I love those films. And the dude walks in, he goes, like the usher, and he's like, hey, man. And I was just like, hey. He's like, do you want the 3D glasses? And I was like, that's why everything looks so bad.
They've done a really artsy thing with this movie, hey?
It's out of whack.
They've made it double. Yeah, and you're hungover as well.
And then he went and got me the glasses. I put them on for 2 minutes, and I don't know if you've ever been super hungover at a movie and it's 3D, you feel like you're going to die. Yeah. And I was like, I'm going back to fucking whatever it was.
God, yeah, just close your eyes and go to sleep. Just rest up, little guy.
It's a bad option.
I never liked the 3D movies. They always gave me a headache instantly. I'm pleased they're not a thing anymore. They must have been a popular thought, because they forced them on us for a long time, and then they just disappeared.
My brother got a 3D TV.
That's insane to me.
He still has it.
Nah, that gives me I have a headache now just thinking about your brother.
It was, he lost the glasses, I reckon, in a weekend. Yeah. So I never got to experience it.
Yeah. You didn't want to. You've been there.
But apparently it was I'm pretty sure it was all TV. It was now 3D. Like, you could change it and then just watch
the news.
I remember, Gee, it's all going down in Palestine.
Oh, shit, that's a lot.
But I remember going to IMAX as a kid and loving that.
Yeah.
Like, just animal films, like documentaries and stuff in 3D were next level.
I reckon that's who it was tailored to in the new era as well. It must have been tailored to kids, because all the adults were like, this is a lot, man. Like, movies are fine. Like, we're getting on with movies as they are. Whereas kids are like, what's the next big thing? Wow, it's 3D. That's crazy. Kids don't get headaches.
Yeah, true. They don't even have wrinkles on their brain.
No, exactly. Big old smooth brains. Yeah. And
which is a great insult.
Isn't it?
Look at these fucking smooth brains.
Isn't it? Because it almost sounds like something nice.
It does.
Doesn't it?
Chuck a fucking in there. Really gets them.
Fucking smooth brains.
So Celebrancy, stand-up. You started stand-up a fair while ago and then had a fair old break, didn't you?
Yeah. I loved stand-up as a kid. Absolutely loved it. Or loved all comedy, and watched as much as I could, just devoured it. And then when I was 18, 19 maybe, that sort of age, I decided I wanted to give it a go. And at the Brass Monkey in the city, there was an open mic there. God knows how I found it, because even back in those days, it was hard to find anything on the internet. But I found it. And my brother was, we lived together, because we lived at mum and dad's house. And he was a...
Makes sense.
Yeah. It was my roommate. I had 2 other roommates. I called them mum and dad. But I told him I was going to this gig, but I didn't want anybody else to know. This is what I don't understand about people now who we meet on the scene when it's their first gig and they're like, I've got like 20 friends coming.
Insane.
I'm like, that's absurd. I don't want people I know to come and watch me now.
They never really last though.
Yeah.
Have you noticed that?
Yeah. And I wonder if that's because they're doing it just for that. I don't know.
Just to tick it off.
No one's first gig is great.
I love it. Someone does like comedy 3 or 4 times and they're like, I'm a comedian.
I know.
People ask me now and I'm like, I'm an open micer.
Yeah. Oh, God,
Yeah.
I don't think I ever call myself a comedian. I say I do comedy. I do a lot of stand-up comedy because I do a lot of stand-up comedy, but I don't like a comedian's a whole identity.
Well, yeah.
I don't know.
I feel genuinely like disgusted when I have to say it myself.
Yeah.
In write-ups when people are like, hey, can you do a write-up for us?
Oh
A
my
little bio? You're like, God.
Writing a bio about yourself, about how funny you are and about how much you connect with people. It's awful. I've never felt like I connect with people less than when I'm writing one of them.
I was molested as a kid.
Just last week.
Yeah.
Anyway, so 18 years old, whatever, found this open mic night and told my brother, and I said, like, would you come with me? And didn't tell a single other person, didn't tell my mum, and my mum was pretty like hot on everything we were doing. Not that she was like controlling, but like we lived there. So it was always like, where are you going tonight? What are you doing? And she remembered this. She brought it up the other day. I don't know what we're talking about. I don't know why she remembers it. I guess because it was fucking weird of me.
You're like, I never lie, Mum. And she was like, when you did comedy.
I think it might have been, man. I think it might have been like, oh, you always hide things from me, like this one time. And I apparently I said to her, like, I'm not, hey, me and Garth, that's my brother's name, we're going out
Wayne.
tomorrow night. Yeah, exactly. We're going out tomorrow night, but I don't want you to, like, I can't tell you where we're going. And she was like, are you in trouble? And I was like, no,
You
God,
played
no.
that so bad.
I know.
We're going to the movies.
But
cool.
Yeah, I know. No shit. Like, why would I?
Cannot tell you where we are going.
I know. But, like, I think I was acting out because I was so nervous as well and in my head.
And you're also 19.
And then, I know. And I was a kid. And then she goes, are you in trouble? And I said, no, it's like, it's a good thing. We're going out for a good thing. And she literally goes, are you going to do stand-up comedy?
I
was like, maybe, I don't know.
Because Garth already told me.
yeah. Apparently he didn't. Apparently she just plucked it out of the blue. I think that's what she was talking about the other day, is that sometimes she just gets things right randomly. She was like, remember that time you did stand-up comedy? Anyway, and then I started and I loved it.
She's like, gay?
I'm pretty sure I've always been disappointed in you. Yeah, you have. Yeah. I did it for I want to say a couple of years, and I only ever did open mic stuff, and it was sort of like I might get a gig a month or a couple of gigs in a month if I was lucky. There was very few people on the scene back then, and I didn't.
This is like 2010.
Yeah, it'd been 2009, 2010, and I hung around it, and it sort of at the time, and I was a kid. Like I didn't realize. That's why I'm so impressed by guys like John Wing, who who we know well. When Frankie. He started at 17, and he's like 21 now. At the time when I was doing it, I didn't realize what it took to actually get somewhere. I was sort of just fucking about and having a bit of fun, and then I started doing badly, and then I just stopped doing it entirely.
Yeah.
And then, lived a life and moved to England and moved back here. So met my wife in Cambodia, moved to England because she's British, and then we came back here and I emceed a wedding. It was that all ties together, doesn't it? I emceed our friend's wedding for the first time, and that was the first time Ruth had ever seen me hold a microphone. And it was her that said, like, I think it'd be really cool if you tried comedy again.
I think you need to get out of the house.
Yeah. There's something about just being really annoying at home. And she was like, you need a hobby. Maybe
more friends and you need a hobby.
Maybe try marriage celebrancy and comedy. And she went, she just encouraged me to do it. And I took a while to get back to it. And then eventually I was just pulled the trigger and I was like, I might give it a go. And now here we are.
And so it was 2021 when I met you?
Yeah. So 2021 would have been my first gig. That would have been, I want to say October 2021 when we met.
I remember you went like pretty decent for how hard that room was.
That was a hard room.
Because that would have been the hardest room in all of Perth.
Oh, yeah, God, yeah. Yeah, that was tough.
And it just started up again on Saturday.
It did.
Yeah.
Apparently they had a lot of people there.
Yeah, Lockie was telling me they had like 50 people in.
That's so good.
Yeah, it's the most ever in that room. When we did it would have been 10, 12.
Oh, my God, if that. That's
maybe?
including all the people doing the comedy as well and the bartender.
Yeah.
And the guy dying on the floor.
And the people literally making beers downstairs.
Yeah,
it's
literally.
In a brewery.
Yeah, it's in a brewery and they have parties come through to make their own beer and stuff like that.
As we're trying to make people laugh and people are like, I think it needs more yeast. Yeah, like, hey, that's my bit. Get out of it. Yeah. Yeah, it's very strange.
That's good.
But, I mean, good that you're back into it because it's led into, obviously, getting the stagecraft, which obviously lends itself to being a decent MC.
Yeah. And it ties it all in together. You know, I think teaching has a lot of ties with comedy in that you are presenting all the time, and you to be a good teacher, I think you do need to be engaging, if not entertaining. You need to be engaging to be a good comedian, and confident. To be a good comedian, you need to be engaging.
The worst audience, are they? They sense fear.
Oh, God, yeah.
They're just like,
yeah. I've got a prac teacher at the moment. That's what I told him. I was like, you got to look like you're having a great time and you're very comfortable, because otherwise they will just fucking tear you to pieces.
What I've started doing, and it was probably a few months ago, when I walk on a stage, every time I greet the MC, I always smile.
Yes.
I smile walking up to the MC
and I
make sure that the audience sees me smiling, walking up there like, I'm extremely looking forward to get my opportunity to be on stage.
I'm happy to be here. This is part of it. I think I feel the same way, and I always come on stage smiling, and I always think about how I am presenting myself, because I think people make snap judgments, you know, like without wanting to, they make snap judgments immediately. If you go up, not smiling, or you go up in clothes that give something away about yourself, people make judgments about that or this or whatever. And unless being nervous and uncomfortable is part of your act, then you to go up and smiling, so they know, like, this guy wants to be here. He probably wants to be here because he's comfortable up there. If he's comfortable up there, he must be good at what he does.
Yeah, and we've obviously spoken about, like, I'm getting more into it now, and you do it quite a lot, the stagecraft of actually talking to the crowd.
Yes.
And bringing them into it, making them a part of the show, and being like quick on your feet to be like, I'm ready for every possible scenario, and bringing it to them where they get the opportunity to talk to you, and now you have to find the funny.
Yeah.
And once you can do that, I have found that if I can do it, structure it in a right way, that it strengthens my material, because they just bounce off each other.
Yeah.
And I think for me, that's a big learning curve, realizing that this is so powerful.
Yeah. What I've found with that is that MCing is such a different skill to being a normal comic and telling you jokes and stuff like that, to be able to do what you're saying and like work with the crowd and everything. And I think there's a couple of things that I've learned and I've done that really help in that, like being able to weave your jokes in, being able to dive out of crowd work at the right time is as big of a skill as being able to do something with it. You know, like once you know whatever you're doing here is not going any further, or you're like, I'm going to cut my losses and get out of this, then you jump back into material like that and it looks seamless, like we were saying before. But then also having a couple of almost like get out of jail free things that you can say that are almost funny in any context, in any conversation, with like, you know, they give a slow reaction. So you say something about that, or they say a
smooth
name.
Smooth brain.
Yeah. Fucking smooth brain. Or, you know, they do this or that, or they say something or other, and you've just got something there to be able to go like, it looks off the cuff. Yeah. It's not necessarily. And then when something comes up that is off the cuff, you're like, all right, cool. Like we're on now. Like we're cooking. But again, you know, I'm the lowest level of what you can be of a regular MC in Perth, because the guys that I watch doing it, you know, all the guys we know and love, who do it all the time, they're far beyond what I'm because they've been doing it for such a long time, far beyond what I'm capable of, you know?
Yeah, also too, I think that that's the level up here of pro, but I don't think there's many people in your category, realistically, like if you think about it. So you're in like the rare, you're not a novice, I would say. Like, well, I mean, you're doing pro rooms, so you get to a point where it's like, well, you do sort of.
What am I?
Yeah,
Yeah. How do I identify?
You'd be closer to, I would say, at least semi-pro in that regard of emceeing and stuff like that.
Oh man, well that's very kind. That's very kind. I don't know what to say. I'm uncomfortable with compliments.
Get your dick out.
It's out, man.
You want this? You want this?
It's embarrassing. You didn't know it was out.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think I'm super fortunate to be able to do those rooms that I'm doing, and the fact that they have me back is a good sign. I think that's what we were saying before. You know, I think you're lucky to get the opportunities, but I guess it takes something to be able to come back. And I guess the thing with comedy is that I'm in the most depressing way possible. I'm just waiting to fail because you're good until your next gig, and then your next gig's shit, and you're like, no. And then the best thing is if you bomb and you have a gig that same night and you can redeem yourself, or at worst the next night. If you bomb and you don't have a gig for like a few days, then you just sit in that and you're like, and like you are now, being like, why am I doing this?
Because I'm dumb.
Because I've got nothing else on.
I got smooth brainitis. That's why. I think a big one, we'll finish up extremely quick soon. I see people panic when they go and do that gong show.
Yeah.
And I see like acts who are like good and they've got material and it works.
Yeah.
But it's just a different beast.
Oh, yeah.
And they're totally different. And you're just like, huh. Because I always go out there with the same mentality.
Yeah.
I go like, this is just another gig.
Yeah.
This is fun. Just fucking do your shit. But then I watch people who are good and it's just like their brains smooth.
Yeah. No, I reckon I freak out more at the gong. And I mean, I freak out. The bigger the gig, the more nervous I am. But nerves aren't always a bad thing, I don't think. Nerves are, and I tell kids this as well, nerves are the same pathway as excited. So if you're nervous, that's good. You're excited. You want to do well because the opportunity that you're providing yourself is a big one. But I probably am more nervous at the gong just because it's like embarrassing.
Yeah.
If it doesn't go well, you know. It was like last night. This new gig they had at the Comedy Lounge. It was sick, and I had my new stuff ready, and then they said, there's like 110 people through the door. And I was like, do I want to do new jokes? Do I want to potentially bomb to 110 people?
The good thing is if you started to bomb, though, you have plan B.
Right. And I went to plan B because I was practicing. On the way there, I was going through my new bits and I was like, God, this guy, like, I'm going to be going for more than 5 minutes. This is crazy. And then I did it and I looked at my watch and I was like, fuck, that was like 3.5 minutes in. Like I had so much time left.
You're like, fuck, why did I allow 3 applause breaks?
Didn't even get half of one.
Yeah.
And then it was good because I was able to dive back into my old stuff.
And then just finish strong.
Yeah, I actually had other new jokes that I wanted to try, but I just thought, nah, I'm just going to finish strong and get out of here so they like me. Not that the new stuff was terrible. It wasn't. It's just new stuff.
Yeah, you can't be confident in it.
Exactly.
You just don't know.
Exactly. I think it's funny, but do they? Probably not.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Until you try it.
Yeah.
That's it, man. We're done.
Shit,
just
man.
like that. 50 minutes of goodness.
Oh my
Goes
God.
Quick.
It's
Plugs.
crazy. Plugs. Yeah, look, I've got a Instagram page, Evan Willey's Willy Emporium. You can find me on there. It's a lot less Willies and a lot more, I guess, stupid jokes and things that'll just waste your time.
Yeah.
Also, if you're not doing anything, just maybe come to my house. Come over. You know, keep me company, whatever. We can walk a dog together. That's fine. Other than that, come and see some gigs. See some gigs in Perth. Just come and support comedy. Whether I'm there, Tait's there, whatever.
You heard it. Goodbye, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for your time.
Oh.
Ciao.